Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. Now in this project we're going to use lots of Anna Griffin supplies and we're going to make a gorgeous birthday card. However, I think with the supplies that we use, you could actually turn it into a lovely Easter card. You would just have to change the sentiments. So everything that I do use, I shall put in a detailed description on my blog. If I can include any links, and I will do. There'll always be extra pictures on my blog of the inside and the extra details on the card projects and the scrapbooking and any other series that I have. Talking of which, I hope you're all enjoying Journal in January. 31 days, a mega series following a great adventure of mine last year. So now we can carry on crafting, as it were, for this one. If I forget to mention something, check the blog. You can always contact me on Facebook or through my blog and I can get back to you. And I do love hearing from you. I can't reply on YouTube. It's an ongoing glitch. It's a glitch with my account. It's YouTube side. It's not mine. And it's just one of those things. But I do love reading your messages wherever they are. So thank you very much. And I'd just like to say that a lady said to me, will I do something with Anna Griffin paisley papers? And this one has the paisley papers in. So I'm really sorry, I can't remember your name. It'll come to me as soon as I turn the camera off. But anyway, paisley papers, this is the one. So we're starting off with our base card. Now this is a 7x5 card. My cardometer will be coming back into our videos after Journal in January finishes. It's just that I'm surrounded by my journaling things and my cardometer seems to have just gone waylaid at the moment. So don't worry about it. But this is my favourite size. It's the 7x5 inch. Or for my friends across the pond, the 5x7. So it's the same card. They just say the measurement the other way around. I'm going to take my trusty bone folder from the Anna Griffin toolkit and I am just running it along the edge to make sure that I've got a good sharp crease there. And don't forget to use your handmade stamps or your stickers to add your name, and then you can add details. So that's just a little thing I'm trying to do this year on every card that I make for a project, to add the date on them. And then when I look back at them, I'll know when I made them. Now, as always, we're going to do the inside first. So the first thing that I've got is a plain piece of cardstock. And this is from the Anna Griffin Perfect Palette. I've cut it down just to fit the centre of the card. So it's going to give me a good base layer. Now, I could have been quite frugal with this and cut the centre out. But just on this occasion I haven't done. I have for the centre, for the front, for the centre, but I haven't for the inside. Plus, sometimes on the inside you want it nice and smooth as it goes across. Because you put lots of layers on the front outside, you won't miss that centre if you take it out to be economical with it. Because your decoupage and everything will hide it. But on the inside, sometimes you want it to remain flat. Now our next layer is from the Love and Easter layers from Anna, and this was a set of layers that you could get. They were all double-sided. Now you don't have to use these. I tell you what I use, and then you could think, oh well, I've got that, I could use that instead. And it's just to be able to give you ideas and inspiration of how you can use it if you have it, or maybe you want to use a different colour. Or maybe you have different layers, or you want to make your own. So it's just a kind of a handy guide, really. So my next layer is from the Love and Easter layers. I've got double-sided tape on the back of it. And as I say, all the layers were double-sided. So I've decided to use the one with the frame on. Now I'm just going to pop that through the centre of the card. And I should have mentioned that the base layer was just inked slightly around the edge, just to give it a little bit of an effect, but not a full ink and blending, just gently tapped around the edge. So that's nearly our inside finished, but what I've done is I've taken one of the dies from the Crosses die cut collection. I've cut out the die and I've also stamped it using Anna's Sentiment Stamps and Die collection, and it just says have a happy birthday. Now I've used the Perfect Palette cardstock from Anna, and I've got double-sided tape through the middle of the die cut. I'm not worried about adding glue along the edges that stick out from the die. Now I think it's a great die, is this one, and it's very versatile. Now what I'm going to do is I am just going to stick it in the middle, nice and central. There we go. Have a happy birthday. So there's just enough room at the top to write to whoever and from whoever at the bottom. And what a great inside to a card. Very simple, and it's going to match perfectly to our outside. So moving on to our outside, I'm just going to make sure that edge is nice and sharp again using the bone folder. And the base layer for the outside is from the Paisley paper collection. And what I've done is, just to be economical, and I want the section in the middle for further on in the card, because, you know, we don't want to waste our supplies that we have. So I've cut out a layer that's going to fit the card. I've got double-sided tape on the back of it, and I'm going to make this the first layer, and it's going to be a flat layer. So I'm just peeling the back of it away. Now I'm just going to turn the card so that I can see to add it, because looking round the camera, I'd like to get it nice and straight. There we go. Press it down. Now this centre here, don't worry about that. As we touched on previously, we're going to cover that over and you're not going to see it. So my next layer is again from the Love and Easter layers from Anna. I've got double-sided tape on the back, and I'm simply going to position it over the top of the base layer, the one that's got the aperture in it that we cut. Some people call it gutting. I don't like that expression, but that's, you know, that's their expression, that's what they call it. I just like to call it being economical. So that's our next layer. Now the layer that we kept, that we cut out of the first layer, I've die cut it to fit the centre of the previous layer. I've got 3D foam on it, and this is from the Paisley papers, and I'm simply going to pop that through the centre. So that is a 3D layer. I'm just going to press it down. Next, I've taken a die cut from the Crosses die set, and this is more of an intricate base frame layer, shall we say. Very, very versatile, this one. I think this is a great set of dies, and I've got to apologise because I know they've not been in the UK. I got them at Create last year, and I was asked if I could do something to show somebody how to use them. So I thought this would be a great one with the Paisley papers. So I've die cut this layer as the frame, and I've got flat tape through the centre of it. I haven't got glue around the edge. I've just got it in the centre because that's going to be enough to hold it in place. And I'm just going to pop it on to the Paisley layer like that and press it down. Next, I've die cut the same shape that we used for the centre. It's like a starburst. I've cut this in different cardstock. The previous layer was in the metallic layers from Anna Griffin, and this is for the Perfect Palette from Anna Griffin. I've got 3D foam on the back of it, and I'm simply going to put it through the centre of the frame like that. So not only have we got a different colour slightly, we've got a different texture as well, because sometimes that can make all the difference. Next, I'm going to add a sentiment. Now the sentiment I've chosen is Happy Birthday from the Mini Flower and Sentiment sticker set. Now this is where you could use an Easter sentiment. I think that would look great on this card as well. So I'm just going to place the sentiment through the centre of our starburst, as we're going to call it. And then I'm going to surround it with some flower stickers from the same set, the mini flower and sentiment stickers. And I've chosen some roses. Now, instead of using them as stickers, I've added 3D foam just to the side of them so that I can actually add the stickers just slightly over the sentiment and around the edge. And the last one, I've chosen 3 of them, and we'll just put that one to the slightly different angle, and then we can finish our card off with a matching bow that I'm just going to add to the one corner. And I think that's why I think the colours in this card are so spring-like and would look great with an Easter sentiment. And that's our card finished. How pretty is that? Now that to me is a great simple card. If you're in a rush and you have to make a birthday card for somebody and you want colour and contrast, that is an ideal card for it. We can make many a card that's going to take us a lot longer with a lot more layers, but for something nice and easy and just classy. Stands up nicely. The inside matches perfectly to the outside with those gorgeous spring-like colour tones. You've got a couple of layers on there if you're thinking about postage. So if you're worried about it, you know, just maybe pop one of the layers flat instead and just have the flowers as the decoupage with the layers on. But what a pretty card. And I do hope it's given you ideas and inspiration of using different things together, because that's what it's all about. And I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.